See how the hoodie, with the hood, and on the hoodie. Let me do some talking. Okay, what can I talk about? Um, yeah, politics, the way things are, things going on in America. The Roman Empire, comparing now to the Roman Empire. Do you ever think about the Roman Empire? It's so weird. Well, the Roman Empire was such a long period of time. It's like if you think about history, it's hard not to think about the Roman Empire. I mean, but then there was the Holy Roman Empire, which was around like it was after the regular Roman Empire. I think the Holy Roman Empire was like in the 14 or 1500s in Germany. So it wasn't Roman. It was in Germany. It wasn't holy. It was just. It wasn't. It wasn't. I don't think they had any kind of religion, and it wasn't really an empire. It was just Germany. It was just in Germany. So, you know, yeah, yeah. There was this thing I loved to watch when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was very kind of wanted to know knowledge. So I used to watch a lot of documentaries, and one of my favorites was James Burke, this British guy. And he did a couple of series. It's great, it's so awesome, and I still love those. Even if you're watching this and you get a chance, check it out. It's called "The Day the Universe Changed." It's very good stuff. It shows how things are all part of each other. And then he did another series called Connections, how everything's connected. How through the 2,000 years since Christ, how everything's connected, how things happened, how the Industrial Revolution came, and how this caused that to happen, this caused that. Very cool stuff. People should know this stuff. I don't know why I wanted to know this stuff. It's just have a thirst for knowledge. I don't know why some people do. Am I smart? I guess smart people want to know things. That's how you become smart. You want to learn. Do I think I'm smart? I'm not like. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. A lot of stuff I do know. A lot of stuff I'm good at. A lot of stuff I'm not. But the stuff that I'm not good at, I don't really try to be good at. Usually, like I can songwrite because I applied myself and try to be good at songwriting. Like when I played tennis, I was pretty good because I tried to be good at tennis. And then when you practice and you get used to the ball going fast, and you get used to how it feels and how the racket feels and how you should hit the ball. To go there and the top spin and all that stuff and back spin. And it's just the mind starts to figure it out. And then it happens and then you're pretty good at it. So, I don't know. That's kind of how I learned. And soccer too. I'm not pretty good at soccer. Yeah, it's a very tiring game. And it's a team sport, so it's hard to be good by yourself and have a winning team. Even if you're the best, it's hard to. And you have a sucky team, it's hard to be a winning team because you need to have. It's a team sport. It really is. Unless every goal you can just dribble through and just kick it in, which I should have done. Every time because I was fast and I could and I was like, okay, should I just kick it in? Like, oh, there's someone there. Maybe I should just pass it. And then my old way of being is, let's share the wealth. Then we pass it to them, and then they mess it up. So that's kind of how it was. And I got tired of that, and I just kind of I stopped playing soccer. I was like, I just didn't. I was just being a ball hog. That's not my nature. Being a part of a team, even in music. In a band, didn't want to be the only singer. I always wanted someone else to sing with me. I like that. Don't want to be the only one. I like to share the the wealth. That's part of my generosity. Am I a generous guy? I don't. Maybe. I don't know. Coffee. With sweet Italian cream in it. Very sweet. It's good. Yeah. All right. So this video's 5 minutes. Let's keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking because I like watching myself. So basically, I can record this for myself, so I can watch myself say stuff, and hopefully, other people can listen in and hear my wisdom. My wisdom. What is my wisdom? Do I have wisdom? No. Just No, I gotta stop this video because this phone's ringing. Now let's see who's calling. It's unavailable, so but the number gets displayed. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, see, you kind of see. You can tell I don't pick up the phone. It's like all these 3 new messages. I have a built-in answer machine and all that jazz, so I have to have voicemail. And it's got a call ID, so every time someone calls, their number gets displayed. Everybody, life regardless. But they don't have their name. It just says unavailable, or anonymous, or ignoramus. Yeah. So, yeah. So what was I talking about? Yeah, South Africa. So I was born in South Africa, and that taught me a lot. And a lot of stuff. A lot of things I know about virtues, ways, the way to be. I taught myself, really. I think we all kind of go through life and kind of go, that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. I'll tell you a story about probably one of the biggest kind of life stories of mine. It was when I was a kid in South Africa. I was bored. I must have been like when my mom was still alive, and I was bored and I didn't have nothing else to do. My sister was probably at school, my dad at work. Yeah, there was a lot of time spent like kind of just alone in my backyard. Before I made friends with people in the neighborhood, I was like maybe 3, 4 when I. So I remember there would be birds landing. There was like a field across the street from me, and I would see the birds landing there. Do that thing. And I was talking about, oh, I can catch a bird. If I do it, I could get like a box with a stick, put some food there, and the bird would go under there, and I would push the stick out, and it would close, and I'll have a bird. So I did this. And behold, the bird landed, and went for the food, and pushed the thing, and the box landed on top of the bird, so I got a bird in a box. And I thought to myself, well, I got a bird in a box. Now what do I do? What am I going to do? Take it home later and just keep the bird? And I thought to myself, no, just let him go. Just let the bird go. Why am I catching a bird? I was just bored, that's why. And but then I thought to myself, just because I have the power to outsmart this bird and do that and catch him like that, doesn't mean I should catch him. See what I mean? Just because you have the power to do something, doesn't mean you should do it. Just because you're smarter than someone or more powerful than someone, doesn't mean that you have to use your power against them. You could just say, just let the person live and let live. And that's kind of stuck with me. See how I taught myself that? Just by doing things, I just taught myself. Just by doing some stupid childish thing like that, because I was bored, and then I learned something, and it always stuck with me. Just because the technology is there, doesn't mean I have to have it. Just because they have the new cell phone, the new iPhone, doesn't mean that I have to have it. It all kind of comes together. You see how it's all connected? How everything is connected like that. One virtue can help with another. Yeah. So those kind of things, just kind of living life kind of teaches you. But a lot of people don't learn from that. They don't care. People don't care. They just do what they want to do anyway. Why? Because people are just want to make themselves happy. They aren't out to make you happy. Sometimes people get off on it. It's a thing, people get this kind of feeling of trying to make someone else happy. Yeah. So they do it because it makes them happy, but also makes other people happy. But it's about themselves and their own, the way they feel. And they feel happy. If it made them feel miserable to give something, they wouldn't give something. So it's always about themselves. It's always self-serving kind of thing that people perpetrate. Even if it's benevolent, good things, it's still self-serving. And you go, oh, that's such a good person. It's like when you hear about Taylor Swift or someone giving money to some store, and you go, yeah, they're being kind. They're giving money then, but they have a lot of money. It's not like it hurts them by giving money. They're still rich. But makes themselves feel good about themselves. So it's about them in the long run as well. And also when people hear that these people do this, it's makes they know they get more favor. People will be like, "Oh, you're so kind. I want to buy your records," because that's what people whoever that in the celebrity world is images to protect. If you're a jerk, your image gets tarnished and no one wants to hire you. Look what happened to Will Smith. Now no one wants to hire him because everyone's gonna be like, well, he's. I want to watch movies that he's in, and the movie company's like, well, then we're not gonna make Will Smith films because no one wants to watch them. So, and that's what happens. It's all about images. It's all because the money. People don't want to watch people that they think are, mean or evil or racist and stuff, even though they themselves are probably guilty of those things, not the perfect people, but that's how people are. They kind of, they themselves know that they're not perfect and good, but they like to be judgy and judge others, and they think if I hate evil, that means that I'm good. You know what I mean? Or if I like people who are downtrodden and mediocre, then that makes me good. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a thing, eh? It's like instead of liking someone who's just seems to have everything and talented, they rather just like someone who's not. Maybe I have some mental disorders or something. They go, I don't like that instead because that makes me a good person. I feel like I'm a good person by liking them because they're just not right. So liking people who are just not right, have deficiencies makes me a good person. Maybe it does. Like Jesus always kind of dwelled towards the the people who were like leprosy and crippled and all that. So maybe that is a benevolent thing that Jesus would do. And so people do that. So be like Christ. And so and it makes you feel good. Yeah. So I understand that, but that's how it is. That's how that is. It's like why you think. It's like on Twitter you see like a lot of people who probably have some kind of deficiencies or kind of they have a lot of likes. Someone who's born a certain way. It's kind of different. They have a lot of likes because people see them and go, "Oh, I feel so sorry for them. Let me give them a like." Nothing wrong with that. It's like, why not make them feel? But it's a thing. You see what I'm saying? My point is that's how people are. It's like a lot of my things, my songs are not really judging people. Just saying this is how we are. This is what we do. This is the way we are. For good or bad, this is the way we are. But then it always looks bad or something. Not always, but when you say people are greedy, but it's like that's just how we are. It's not judging people. It's just just don't be greedy. If you don't want to be greedy, just be the way you need to be. But I think people just people just don't like to be looked at and kind of under the microscope and say, oh, that's the way I am. I'm not perfect. So I don't know. It's all very interesting stuff, but I don't know. I just think about these things and kind of should I put the hood on? The hoodie, the hood, in the hood, in the hood, in the Navy. I don't know. I just gotta think about these things. It's like most philosophers do. I'm not saying I'm a philosopher, but some people think about the way they are. It's like, why do we do this? Should I be doing this? Does it make me feel good to be doing this? Why do people do this? A lot of people do this because they always see other people do it, and they go, "That's just the way it is. That's what we do." It's like holidays. People don't really celebrate holidays. They just gotta go to the store and buy stuff on the holidays. It's like, shouldn't the holiday be for everybody? The people that work at stores gotta work on holidays. And why do they gotta work on holidays? Because people want to go shop on holidays because they don't really celebrate a holiday. They don't know how to celebrate a holiday. They think celebrating a holiday is going to the store and buying stuff and buying more stuff and buying stuff instead of just taking the day off from capitalism or something and making it a holiday for everybody. That's just the way it is. People don't even think about it. People go, well, the store's open, might as well go. you know, um, it's like how people on vegetarians, meat eaters are like, well, I wouldn't mind being a vegetarian, but the meat's already cut up already. You might as well eat it. might as well buy it and eat it. It's there anyway. That kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not really showing sides. I'm just kind of saying that's just kind of how we think. And it's like, that's the way we think, that's the way we are, and is that the way we should be? It's like, who's to say? It's like, one man's evil is another man's good, and one man's good is another man's evil. Evil, who's good, what's to say? As I say, history is written by the victors and the McCoys. Victor McCoy? No. Some guy named Victor. Yeah. Bunch of guys named Victor writing history. They're like, this is Victor. What's your vector, Victor? I don't know. I'm writing history. All right. Roger. What? Roger. What? I was under over. Over under.